Hey y'all, Olivia here with Real Living Cypress Realty. Today we're going to talk about how to have a successful open house. So one of the first things I like to do is I like to put out all my signs, direct people directly where they need to go to where there's no confusion. And then I like to get on social media and stand in front of the home where I'm doing the open house, and I do a quick video telling my friends and family where I'm at, the time of the open house, and then I give them a quick about 2-minute tour of inside. Now, once you're inside the home, make sure you crank the air down to where it's nice and cool and the buyers can really get a feel for how that air works. And make sure you turn on all the lights and open up all the blinds to where you're bringing in that natural lighting of the home. Now, when I do a virtual tour or I show my friends and family online the home, I like to point out a few things that I find interesting about the home. For example, the natural lighting that's brought into this home, the light fixture that's really nice, the cabinets that are gorgeous. There's a pool back there, so if you're in Florida, who doesn't love a pool, right? Now, when it comes to my paperwork, I got this little doohickey at Office Depot. If you're an agent, you do get a discount at Office Depot. They will send you a little discount card, and it also holds your business cards. I like to come up with a flyer. We have a business center at Real Living Cypress Realty, and it just has the MLS description about the home, the time of the open house, and a few of my favorite pictures with my information on the bottom. Then I also like to print out the customer copy of the MLS information, and then I bring a few how to select your home for people that are serious. They can take these as well. Now, when somebody walks into the home, I'm not one to just sit down and let them walk in. I'm usually standing right by the window and I'm watching them pull up to where I can greet them right at the door. I'm not too overbearing, I'm not too bombarding, but I open the door for them and I just say, "Welcome on in, take a look around, my name's Olivia." And I leave it at that. Once they make their way in and they start looking around, then I will hand them the MLS information and I just let them know, hey, here's the MLS information. It's just a free packet about the information on the home. They're usually very appreciative of that because that way they don't have to feel uncomfortable asking certain questions if they don't want to, or they read it over while they're walking through the house and then that sparks more questions about the home, which in the end is great because you're building that connection with a potential buyer. I don't follow them throughout the home unless they're trying to talk to me from the other room. Then I'll kind of pop in and answer their question. I give them their space to take a look around, and as they're starting to trickle out, that's when I ask them, well, what are you looking for in a home? What do you like about the area? What brought you here? And I just kind of engage in a heartfelt conversation to get to know them, to see if I could potentially help them look at a future home. It sometimes sparks up the conversation of, oh, well, this home is a little bit too overpriced. That's why I print out the MLS information of all the homes that are active, pending with contingencies, and sold in the development that I'm in, to where I can literally look at it and I show them, oh, well, if this home is a little bit too pricey and you were looking at a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, right down the road, there's 2 other ones that are on the market right now. How would you feel about going and taking a look at that later on this afternoon or tomorrow? I always give them 2 options of different times to go and look at a different home. That way they have multiple options and they're less likely to say no. Now, if they have the argument of, I don't like this area, then I also say, well, what are you looking for in the area? What are you looking for the property? What did you like about this home that you would want to see in another home? And I can do a free MLS search for you if you just leave me your email address, and I can send you over that information tonight. So that way I'm getting their information, I'm showing them that I care and that I'm not just trying to push this home on them that they don't want. And that's potentially getting leads for the future. So I really enjoy having the conversations with people because I'm making friends, I'm getting to know people, they understand my heart is with them, and this isn't just me trying to make a sale. That's how I run my business. I care about people and I want them to truly be happy and satisfied with the home that they're getting into. So more oftentimes than not, if you're holding an open house 2 days in a row, sometimes you'll get repeat clients that will come back the next day to show their husband, their mother and father, their children, their wives. So what I like to do is I greet them at the door. I say, welcome back. I try to remember their names if I can, especially if they warn me the day before that they're going to be coming back. I jot down a quick little note of their name and a short description of what they look like to where I can remember on my note card to look at that when I start my open house, to where I know that they're coming back and I can remember their name. So I say, you know, welcome Sally, it's good to see you again, I'm glad you made it back. And as simple as that way right then and there, they know that you care and that you're genuine about, you know, helping them out. So on the topic of repeat clients, I immediately asked them, was there any questions that popped into their mind once they got home? If they do have some questions that I do not know the answer to, I ask them for their email, and I tell them that I will email the homeowners, and as soon as they get back to me, I will then in return email them. This way you guys have each other's contact, there's a reason to contact them, and you can open that line of communication between you guys. So usually when a repeat client comes back, they're looking more in depth at the home. When they first come in, they're usually looking at the floor plan, the bedrooms, the bathroom, the layout of the house. Then when they come back, they're looking at the details. They're looking at sometimes the trim. They're asking certain questions about the roof, the AC, the walls, is the walls low-bearing walls. They'll ask you all certain kinds of things that they might not have asked you the first time because they're very interested in potentially purchasing this home. So you have to be on your toes when it comes to repeat clients, and also just don't lie. Be honest with them. If you don't know the answer, tell them that you will get back to them, because you will. So I wanted to show you guys really quick before I get off of here my kind of thing that I do. So I have a cheat sheet. I write down the square footage of the living area. I also write down the year the house was built, how much the house is, how many days it's been on the market, and I keep it in a little like wristlet with the homeowner's key in it, or I have a cell phone carrier that has my cheat sheet in it with my phone and with the key and the carrier. That way I have all of that stuff on me, on my person at all times. Another thing that I print off that I was talking about earlier is the residential single line. So this is all the active, pending with contingencies, and sold in this neighborhood. I kind of underline, if you can see, I underline houses that have the same close to square footage, the same bedrooms, and just bathrooms, and something that's comparable. So if I find a comparable that is sold and pending and active to the house that I'm doing an open house at, I underline that to where I can quickly point it out and not just like try to search for it on my own. I can quickly point it out and show a potential buyer, hey, look, this is what's sold. It's close to the same square footage. It's close to the bedrooms and bath. It's got a pool as well, if it does. And I point it out to them and I say, you know, this is the comparable according to MLS. So that's why this house is priced the way it is and why it's going for what it's going for. Well, I really hope this quick little video helped you guys get a feel for what an open house is like and how to handle it on your own. I believe in you guys. You can do it. There's nothing to it. Just be yourself. Be personable. Care about the people that are coming into this open house. Even if you only have 1 or 2 people, those 1 or 2 people could make or break a deal. So just treat them as if you had 100 people here and really care about them and put forth the effort into finding them their perfect home. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and drop them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can, guys. Have a good day and I'll talk to you later.